Imagine you can't transfer your money where you want. Imagine things you buy are tightly controlled and monitored. Imagine the money you've worked so hard to earn can be taken from you at a moment's notice, leaving you at the mercy of the thieves who took it. And now your money's trapped within a country you now desperately want to escape, but can't. This might sound like something out of a sci-fi nightmare, but it's actually closer to home than you'd think. And it's tied to the reason that countries all around the world are banning cryptocurrencies, from figures like the Taliban all the way to global superpowers. And if it spreads to us, it'll affect every single element of your finances and what you're free to do with those finances. Meaning that nightmare I described at the start of this video could just be your life. So to help understand what's going on and why, I'm gonna run you through this nightmare and the countries behind it. And to start, I want you to do something you hopefully don't usually do. I want you to imagine you're a dictator. Here's the situation. You've schemed, planned, and murdered your way to the top. It's taken years, but now you rule the country. The military and the police are on your side. Political rivals have been imprisoned, tortured, or disappeared. Key institutions have been overrun and controlled. Your puppet, the state media, plays stories of your heroism, brainwashing large chunks of the population into worshiping you as a great man. The young male population absolutely loves you. Some magazines even call you a sex symbol. You're the man, the problem solver. You're here to make their lives better. You're the king. And it feels good. Feels damn good, doesn't it? You've always known you were great, destined to rule. Why else would you kill to reach the top? This is what you're supposed to be doing. But you've also done your homework. You've studied your Hitlers, your Stalins. You know how precarious dictatorships can be. They can fall apart at any instant if you're not careful. You've got to keep your inner circle rich and happy. And you've got to consolidate power so that nobody tries to take yours, which is where the bad news comes in. You see, the international community isn't so hot on you taking over a country. The IMF, World Bank, and the USA just sanction the hell out of you. Your cronies are nervous, your people are hungry, and your bank account's a little too slim for your likings. But if you don't take action soon, your currency is going to become unstable. People are going to become desperate. And well, you've seen what happens to dictators when the people fight back. God, no, you don't want that to happen. It's time to act fast. Execute some radicals. A beheading is always a strong choice. Send in the riot squads, rubber bullets, real bullets. Who cares? Either would send a message. So what do? You order it all. But you go a step further. You get the state media blaming Americans for interference, and you start seizing capital throughout your country. You gotta get that cash, right? Businesses, bank accounts, property, sure, they belong to other people, but you're in charge, aren't you? The people and the property belong to you. And this is what's best for them. I mean, you know how to put the money to good use. To help smooth this transition, you make it illegal for people to deal in any currency other than your own. And you hammer that home by making it illegal to move money outside of your borders, keeping wealth that is your wealth inside your country. That's where you can get your hands on it and spend it whenever you want. You'll never have money worries again. Slowly, your accounts will start topping back up. Your palace becomes greater. Your harem of terrified yet beautiful wives gains more members. And your military, who you arm and empower with your money, grows even more loyal. Things are looking great. But then, you hear it. Some of your subjects are managing to sneak their money out of the country, right under your nose. This is not okay. Someone is going to die for this. The police tell you that citizens are using a new form of digital currency to evade your laws and even international sanctions. They say aside from shutting down the internet, there's not really anything they can do. But as long as they can use this digital currency, or cryptocurrency as you're told it's called, they keep running off with your money. And the banks which you control can't stop them. These currencies are independent, decentralized. But what can you do? Like, you can't just shut down the internet. It's too embedded into your infrastructure. You need it. You don't really get how this works. You can't just let them get away with this disrespect to your authority. You know what to do with their money. They don't. It's simple. You're the supreme leader. They're not. But then you remember, you might not know crypto, but you know fear. So you do what you do best. You send in the military, the police, your hitmen. You raid crypto mines, you bust exchanges, you capture and kill people trading in illegal online currencies. And you let it be known through that law and your violent suppression that crypto is banned. You tell people crypto's too volatile. You tell them it's gambling. You tell them you're banning it to protect them. And just like that, everyone's scared. Nobody's touching crypto. Trapped in fiat currency. All their money, yours again. To do whatever you want. How was my dictator performance? Good enough? Now, this all might sound crazy, but it's not as far-fetched as you'd think. As I'll show you in a minute, plenty of countries are doing this right now. The way you interact with money right now isn't based on some inalienable, unalterable right that you possess as a human. If you live in a Western democracy with a high degree of freedom, you can use this money basically any way you like. You can move it to Switzerland, New Zealand, wherever. You can invest in just about anything you want, from index funds to $1,000 JPEGs. But this can change pretty fast. When the power shifts and those in power have different ideas about how you should use your money, your options can dwindle terrifyingly fast, leaving you at the mercy of your government. As long as they control the laws of financial institutions, there's nothing you can do about it. They'll explain it away as protecting their currency, keeping capital in the nation, or protecting you from gambling or scams. But at the heart of it is the same. You have less financial freedom and your money is trapped. It doesn't take much to imagine how much this would suck to live in, how imprisoned and vulnerable you'd feel not being able to spend your money how you want or invest it how you want. And this is where crypto comes in. Although it's imperfect and relatively new, crypto offers a backdoor in situations like this. It's based on the blockchain, it's decentralized, so it isn't connected to any government or financial institution. Meaning if you want to use it to move your money outside of a dangerous authoritarian country, you can. Which means it's no surprise that authoritarian countries want to ban this stuff. They want to control you to maintain power and enrich themselves. Now, remember when I said certain countries were doing this already? Take a look. According to the most recent report by the Library of Congress, these are the countries that have an outright ban on cryptocurrencies. An outright or absolute ban is when the government forbids all use. No exchanges, no hodling, buying, selling, lending, borrowing, nothing involving crypto. And interestingly, all of the countries with bans on crypto have one major thing in common. Let's see if you can guess it as I'm going through the list. The first is Afghanistan. When the US withdrew from Afghanistan, the Taliban took over instantly. They seized the country and shut down crypto straight away, which was an interesting choice as crypto actually offered the Taliban a way to get around international sanctions, but they banned it for two reasons. First, crypto violates Islamic financial practices, basically equating crypto investments to gambling. Okay, understandable. Second, they say crypto is often used in fraudulent activity, so you shouldn't use it. Because fiat currency and gold have never been used in any fraudulent activities ever. It's kind of hard to believe all of this when you consider the Taliban has been funding its operations for years by growing and selling heroin, and recently branched out into meth. Anyway, just a month ago, the Taliban began enforcing their crypto ban by raiding between 16 and 20 crypto exchanges in Herat, the country's third largest city. They closed the exchanges and arrested the owners, a far cry from the pre-Taliban takeover of Afghanistan, where crypto use was widespread and growing. But now the message is clear: stay away from crypto.
Let's say China.
But don't be fooled into thinking it's just small powers up to this anti-crypto business. China's central bank completely banned crypto last September. The bank's official reason was also because of crypto's use in illicit activities, and because they wanted to protect Chinese investors from such a volatile asset. But that's not the whole story. Chinese citizens were using crypto to move wealth outside of the country. A Chainalysis report estimates that nearly 50 billion in crypto left China between 2019 and 2020. This is a big no-no in China. Preventing money from leaving the country is a top priority for the government. If you're a Chinese citizen, your money is kind of trapped. You're not allowed to send more than $50,000 overseas each year. But crypto gave citizens the freedom to dodge this rule until it was banned. Nepal's central bank deemed crypto too much of a fraud risk when declaring their ban last year. And they also have a fear of capital outflow as well. At least they were honest about that one. The laws here are extremely strict. They warn citizens, foreign nationals in Nepal, and even Nepalis living overseas that they would be prosecuted if they were found to be, quote, dabbling in virtual currencies. An insanely strict law considering crypto purely amounts to a speculative investment. I wonder why they're so strict. Moving along to the Middle East, we have Qatar. They decided to ban most crypto trading in the country to, quote, protect the existing banking system. The government cited fears that fraud and other illicit activities of cryptocurrencies could damage their financial sector. What's weird here is tokens considered to be securities are not included in the ban. Did you notice the theme? Why would a country want to stop you doing what you want with your money? It's actually pretty simple. the desire to maintain power. Probably the most common reason for imposing crypto bans was to protect the traditional finance system at all costs, which means in simple terms, protect the status quo, the system that keeps those in charge, and those under the boot. Disruptive technologies like crypto that offer an alternative to the boot aren't welcome. And it's no surprise that China, Afghanistan, and Qatar are all authoritarian countries listed as not free. Only Nepal fares slightly better, coming in at partly free. For those countries, people having the ability to store, send, and receive money without permission disrupts a precious system of theirs. It takes away the power to dictate what people can or can't do with their money. Now, another reason cited for bans was to protect users from fraudulent activity, but recent studies have shown that the percentage of fraudulent transactions using fiat currencies far outweigh those of the crypto variety. So until these countries can bring down the fraud in the traditional market to less than the crypto market, I just don't really buy their claim that banning crypto will protect their citizens from fraud. What do you think? Are they trying to protect their citizens? That's the end of the video. Subscribe.